and for the opportunity to introduce a little bit to BioBall. My first excuse is that we have no project with dealing with algae. We tried to get one, but it has not fit until now. But okay, I will start from the beginning. The innovation space BioBall is an action of a federal ministry of research and education. It is funded with 20 million euros, and there are 3 more of these innovation spaces in Germany, and one of them located in Kiel is dealing with algae and aquaculture as well. So for my topic, it is based more on the rural side than on the aquaculture and algae side, what I have to present here. Okay. Let's start with the Frankfurt Rhine-Main metropolitan area. This is the object of the BioBall project. Frankfurt Rhine-Main area is located well in the middle of Germany, and it is mostly the south part of the federal state Hessen, but also Rhineland, Palatinate, and Bavaria is touched with some cities and areas here, Bavaria and Rhineland Palatinate, and it is called a metropolitan area due to the high density of big cities along the rivers Rhine and Main, but also have very extended rural areas outside of these cities here up to the north and south as well. It has or let's say that the companies which are located here do benefit from the infrastructure, meaning we have high energy availability, good logistics. Think about the airport, the Rhine-Main airport, and moreover now this area is becoming a favorite location for data centers, which are here. And the region has also a high innovative strength due to education possibilities on one hand, and also a very strong financial sector. Okay, and due to this high industrial sites along the rivers, we have also many biogenic residues and waste materials, which are available due to the urban agglomeration here. But also we have these rural areas surrounding this and living bioeconomy in this metropolitan area, meaning also to combine the metropolitan cities and also the rural areas. So, next slide is working here. Okay. Yeah. BioBall is funding projects in the term of circular bioeconomy. This means it focuses on innovation, environmental sustainability, and also value creation. The processes which are funded have to be environmental compatible. This means they are all accompanied by life cycle analysis, life cycle impact analysis, to see how can this project combine climate protection and value creation here. And we are using biogenic carbon sources, mostly recycled residuals and waste, but also carbon dioxide. And the aim is to close the material cycles. And doing so, we hope to accelerate the transformation here in the Frankfurt Rhine-Main metropolitan region, and meaning inspiring society, business, academia, administration, and politics means that we are trying to generate a large network with BioBall and try to link all of these stakeholders in the area. Currently, we have 10 joint projects. I will introduce to some of them in the next few minutes. Right now, we have 41 partners and associated partners from inside and also outside the metropolitan area. The only obligation is that the process which has to be established must resist within the metropolitan area. We have also one accompanying project. This is responsible for the life cycle assessment and also for SWOT analysis and so on. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, and mostly of the 41 partners are companies, so it's important for establishing new value chains in the region. The activities of the innovation space is, as I said, initiating of RD&I projects for new value chains in the regions. The compliance of sustainable criteria I already mentioned. Communicating and networking means that we are conducting networking events in Frankfurt mostly and have lots of webinars. We have also established a podcast series. It is in German, Bioball in Conversation with stakeholders. We have also prepared a mission statement for the bioeconomy in the metropolitan area, which is currently updated. And we are also going to establish a community management platform, which may resist also after the project funding ended in the end of 2025. Right, and so we are just working how to continuate the bioball innovation space after the funding has finished. The residues and waste, just as an overview, we are dealing with this bio-waste, green waste, food residues, and carbon dioxide, and the products belong to fine chemicals, coatings, binders, food and feed, and also building materials. And I will introduce you to some of these projects in very short. I don't present any results. It's just to give you an overview of what we are dealing with. The first project I would like to introduce you in feed has a success, so it's called 𝐼NA. This is the only one which has some relation to your aquaculture topic here. Oh, I see. I have some problem with it. Is automated. I'm sorry for that. I try to stop this. Okay, InFeed is working with cocoa shells or apple pulp and is in the first instance producing black soldier fly larvae. We had a similar project introduced to yesterday from Israel, if I remember correctly. And these insects will be further processed to feed for a very sustainable shrimp farming in next to 𝐏𝐫𝐨𝐦𝐨𝐭𝐢 is it located. So they are very far in the project and are currently building the aquaculture center for the shrimp farming. The next project, 𝐏𝐫𝐴, is dealing with food waste. Also, it is cocoa shell and apple pulp, but also they would like to use residues from paper pulping and producing glucans, which will be further produced to lax and bonding agents, and the polyphenol fraction, which is also present, will be processed to antimicrobial coatings, so to get more high value products out of these substrates. Synbiotech is dealing with carbon dioxide taken from an anaerobic digestion plant. It is converted to methanol by a chemical process, and this methanol is fed to bacteria like single-cell proteins in the early 70s to produce, on the one side, biomass, and also on the other side, ℏ acid derivatives, which are very expensive, like this methylsuccinate. CTC, carbohydrate waste to chemicals, is using wood waste, which is produced to second-generation sugars, and these sugars are chemically modified to alcohols, and these are further modified to glucose, and so they would like to produce glucose for polymers like PET in a high purity level. There's also, maybe you have heard about that, UPM is in Leuna currently building a big biorefinery, not with the same process, but with the same objective to produce glucose from wood waste. Biotest is working with liquid waste substrates with high fat content, and also used cooking oil, extracting the fatty acid out of it and producing an insulation material out of it. This insulation material works like a phase change material. So a phase change material is a material which is changing from liquid to solid state and releasing heat by this process. And if you try to reverse the process, you have to put energy in, heat in, to get it liquid again. Maybe you know all of these hand warmers. Maybe you have seen them already or used them already in the cold time. And this material can be introduced into mineral insulation material, and the idea is to have thinner insulation materials for the future with good insulation characteristics. Okay, and this is fully in the term of how to work with circular bioeconomy in the future. You have to transform the biomass or the residual materials into long-lasting materials instead of burning them like a biofuel to get the carbon fixed in the and not to release them by that or directly into the atmosphere. The last project I would like to show you is this green waste project. It is like an entire biorefinery. They use the park and garden waste to extract terpenes out of it to make fine chemicals from that. And also they have a step of hydrothermal carbonization to produce carbon electrodes, which are then applicated in biofuel cells. Biofuel cells, right? Okay. I told you that we also produced a position statement for the area because it is absolutely necessary to get political support to accelerate the circular bioeconomy, because this area is highly dependent on the chemical industry, and if the chemical industry will not get their bio-based or fossil-free intermediates by 2050, then they will leave the region, and so it needs many actions to keep them here, to produce fossil-free energy and to get the fossil-free intermediates which they will be used. And this also means that we have to develop the infrastructure, maybe for using wood materials. The framework conditions must be adopted, maybe carbon capture and utilization, as you know, is in the European legislation not considered as a fixation process. It is still an emission process, so there is no financial benefit to make carbon capture and utilization. So, and also we need to adopt the waste legislation for upcycling, which is not considered in. Yeah, okay. That's in short what BioBall is. Yeah, okay. This is my last sheet here, and if you have any questions, please contact me. We are really interested also in getting in touch with other networks in Europe. This is our webpage. We have most of our pages also in English, not only in German. So maybe it could be easy to get some information from there. Yeah, thank you very much, and that's from my side.